Hello everyone, my name is Gracie Contreras, and in this video I'll be sharing my experience visiting the Broad Museum in Los Angeles, California. The Broad is known for its incredible collection of contemporary art, and the exhibition I explored featured a variety of artists including Jeff Koons, Jean-Michel Basquiat, Roy Lichtenstein, and many others. When I first entered the museum, the design of the building itself immediately caught my attention. It's modern, bright, and very open, which makes you feel like you're stepping into a creative space where every wall holds a new surprise. After taking the stairs to the upper floor, I began exploring the main galleries. The museum guides visitors in a smooth path from one room to another, allowing you to experience each artist's work in its own space without feeling rushed. The exhibition didn't focus on a single culture or time period, but instead on different ways artists express emotion, identity, and modern life. Each room felt like a chapter in a larger story about creativity and human experience. The first artwork that truly amazed me was Tulips by Jeff Koons. From a distance, it looks like a playful bunch of colorful balloon flowers. But as I got closer, I realized it was actually made from polished stainless steel. The surface was so shiny that it reflected everything around it, including me. I loved how the sculpture looked light and fun, but was actually heavy and solid. It made me think about how appearances can be deceiving. As I continued exploring, I came across another artwork called When All Is Lost, Who Do You Run To? By Amani Lewis. This piece was full of deep blues, purples, and magentas, with touches of yellow and coral. In person, the glitter and texture made the paintings glow in a way that photos can't capture. It felt emotional and powerful, as if the artist was expressing both struggle and hope through color. Another memorable experience was seeing Under the Table by Robert Terrian. This artwork is a huge table and chairs so big that you felt like a tiny person standing underneath them. I brought my toddler with me and he absolutely loved it. He insisted on taking pictures in front of the enormous furniture. It reminded me that art doesn't always have to be serious, it can also be playful and interactive. I also saw several pieces by Jean-Michel Basquiat, whose work always feels full of energy and emotion. His bold colors and expressive marks made the paintings feel alive, almost like a visual explosion of thought. One of my favorite rooms was dedicated entirely to Jeff Koons. It featured his famous work like Balloon Dog, Rabbit, Michael Jackson and Bubbles, Couple, Buster Keaton, and Triple Hulk Elvis II. The shiny, bright surfaces made the whole room feel joyful and surreal. Another piece that really impressed me was Red Block by El Anatsui. At first glance, it seemed delicate, but it was actually made from red recycled liquor bottle caps. It was incredible to see how everyday materials could be turned into something so beautiful and meaningful. Toward the end of my visit, I admired two pieces by Roy Lichtenstein, I Am Sorry and Things on the Wall. I love their comic book style simplicity. In I Am Sorry, the woman's bright and polished look contrasts with her sadness, which reminded me how often people hide emotions behind a perfect appearance. Things on the Wall felt like an artist's workspace frozen in time, as if inspiration was just about to strike. I decided to visit the Broad Museum because many of my friends recommended it, and I'm so glad I went. This was actually my first time at an art museum, and seeing the artworks in person gave me a whole new appreciation for creativity and expression. Overall, visiting the Broad Museum was a truly inspiring and eye-opening experience. I loved how the museum makes art accessible and engaging for everyone, no matter their background or experience with art. Seeing works by artists like Jeff Koons and Jean-Michel Basquiat made me reflect on how art can tell stories, evoke emotion, and challenge the way we see the world. I left the Broad feeling inspired, curious and deeply appreciative of the creativity that connects us all. If you ever get the chance to visit the Broad Museum in Los Angeles, I highly recommend it. It's an experience you won't forget. Thank you for watching.